How's it going?
So Olivia told me that she came out here and talked to you, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and what did she ask you?
She asked us to leave.
Okay, and did she provide you with the rules and regulations 7 at the U.S. Post Office?
We're allowed to be here. It's government property.
So it's what?
Government property, so it's open to the public.
Did she provide you with the rules and regulations?
I didn't see him.
Let me go grab those for you. That it does say on there that there is no soliciting or there is no getting signatures on post office property. I'll go get that paper.
That doesn't trump the U.S. Constitution, though.
So I'm going to go get this piece of paper for you to let you know.
Even if I see I'm not leaving.
Give me 1 second.
I'm still not leaving, so. I really don't care what that paper says. I already know we have the right to be here. I'm not trying to be rude to anybody, but I'm not going to have my rights trampled on.
Well,
it's a First Amendment protected activity. There's plenty of case law. The Supreme Court's ruled on this already. I mean,
well, the postal master has
they have rules that say, oh, you can't film in here too, but you're allowed to go film in there. I mean, it doesn't. Their policy doesn't trump the law.
That's
you know.
A little different. Filming's different than First Amendment protected activity. No, it's not. That's not what I'm referring to. What I'm referring to is the aspect of going in and filming or filming on property, that type of thing. So
you can do any protected. You can do any First Amendment activity on the post office. I can stand here and protest. I can stand here and do a.
Before this confrontation even unfolds, you need to understand what's really at stake here. This isn't just about a clipboard, a camera, or even a petition drive outside a post office. This is about the ongoing tension between government policy and constitutional rights. On one side, you've got a citizen standing firm, claiming protection under the First Amendment. On the other, you've got law enforcement, including the chief of police, asserting that internal postal regulations override that activity. Now here's where it gets interesting. The battleground isn't some restricted federal installation. It's a public-facing postal property, a place citizens use daily. The big legal question? Is this a traditional public forum where expressive activity is protected, or a limited public forum where restrictions can apply? And more importantly, does a printed policy sheet outweigh constitutional protections? Watch closely. Pay attention to the language. Notice who cites rules and regulations, and who invokes Supreme Court precedent. This exchange is calm on the surface, but legally? It's explosive. And when a police chief gets involved, the stakes jump even higher. Because if the law is misunderstood here, it doesn't just cost face, it can cost taxpayers. Let's break it down.
The government petitions.
How you doing, miss? You got time on your way out? We've got the pro-life petition.
You guys came here last week and did the same thing.
No worries. You have a
So,
good day,
not you
bud.
personally, but the police came here last week and told the other guys the same thing, and they actually told the postmaster they could stay because that cop actually seemed to know the law.
Well, that was this officer, and the postmaster at that time had indicated to him that as long as there wasn't any complaints that they received from people coming and going,
Gotcha.
and apparently now they feel that they've had some complaints. So that's why he's checking in on
We've
it.
only been here 15 minutes, so.
Gentlemen, I just got here too.
I know, I'm not trying to be rude to you at all. I appreciate your service. I know what you guys go through. But I think he's wasting his time by trying to show me this policy because I really don't care what that says. I already know what the Constitution says, you know.
okay.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
So I just talked to Olivia, and she said that she did put you on warning for trespassing.
Okay.
I talked to the attorneys with the U.S. Post Office,
Okay.
and they said that this is the rules and regulations concerning postal private property and what their rules and regulations are.
Okay.
So she said that she would like you off the property. She's going to come let you know right now.
Not happening.
That she would like you off the property.
We have every right to be here.
Okay. I'm going to go get her to have you, or let you know that.
What's your name and badge number too, Clark?
I am Chief Clark with the Boys Town Police Department.
So you're chief?
I am the Chief of Police.
And you don't know that we have a right to be here?
I do know that there are certain stipulations under the U.S. Code that does not allow you guys to do this particular thing. You can be on the sidewalks. You can be on the sidewalks over there doing your petitions. But these petitions stipulate the U.S. Code that you cannot do the signature petitions.
Right here is the first major legal crossroads. The officer immediately shifts the focus to rules and regulations, while the citizen counters with constitutional supremacy. And this is where a lot of confusion happens in real time. Government agencies absolutely can create policies, but policies cannot contradict constitutional protections. The nuance, however, lies in forum analysis. Not all government property is treated the same under the First Amendment. The citizen is standing firm, clearly confident in Supreme Court precedent. But notice something, neither side is actually citing a specific case. This is common in street-level encounters. It becomes a battle of authority rather than a discussion of legal doctrine. The officer relies on written regulations. The citizen relies on constitutional hierarchy. The tension builds because neither side is conceding even an inch.
Okay.
On their properties.
That's not the law. You know the Supreme Court rule that we can do this, right?
I do know that there is a Supreme Court ruling, but that is in conjunction to older buildings.
No, any government building, DMV,
Okay.
any government property.
Okay.
You're a chief, you should know that, man. I don't mind a simple lawsuit against Boys Town Police. It'll be a slam dunk. It'll be a settlement. Make you guys look bad.
That's your choice. That's your prerogative. We're trying.
It's not my choice. I'm trying to. No, you're trying to violate our rights.
We're trying to work this out as best we can.
No, you're trying to violate our rights. We have every right to be here. This is a government building. It's open to the public. This is a First Amendment protected activity. The Supreme Court's ruled on this several times. It's a civil rights violation. If you want to arrest me, you'll arrest me. But I'm not leaving. I'm doing my job. I'm being respectful. I haven't harassed a single person. I haven't blocked the door. I've been very polite to every single person I've talked to.
Yep.
We've been here for, what, 15 minutes?
Yep. So as acting postmaster of this station, you are not allowed to be here on our property.
We are allowed to be here.
The rules and regulations say no.
That doesn't, the
collecting
Constitution has more
signatures.
power than that.
So just so you're aware of that, you are not allowed to collect signatures on postal property.
I'm aware of your opinion.
In our postal
Postal property
property.
is public property, right?
That over there.
Is postal property public property? Right? I'm asking you a question, miss. Is postal property public property?
This is Boys Town property.
Which is
Private
public.
property.
You'll get an education. I mean, it's fine. We can get arrested if that's what you guys really want to do.
Tell them this.
Okay.
We don't want to arrest anybody. So
Well, then leave us alone.
We'll be done in like
Trying to be respectful to you guys, but I'm not.
what?
we'll leave
Excuse me.
with our 4 hours.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, she is.
She has no right to tell us to leave for what we're doing. She has no right to tell us to leave.
Come on
Okay.
down.
Well, she does.
Now we're escalating rhetorically. I really don't care what that paper says, that's a powerful statement, but it's also a risky one. From a legal standpoint, confidence is not the same as correctness. However, what he's arguing is a fundamental constitutional principle. The government cannot restrict speech simply because it dislikes the content or the activity, but here's the twist. Postal property has historically been treated as a non-public forum in certain contexts, meaning restrictions can exist if they're reasonable and viewpoint neutral. So the key issue isn't whether the Constitution applies, it always does. The issue is how it applies in this specific setting. That's the part missing in this exchange. And when that nuance gets overlooked, situations like this spiral fast.
In accordance to the U.S. Code.
No, we didn't break any laws. You can't be trespassed from public property unless you committed a crime. We know the laws, guys.
This
Come
is
on.
federal property.
Which is public.
And I talked to the attorney for the U.S. Post Office.
Okay.
And they said that this rules and regulations, what she provided, specifically say in here, I'll let you see this.
It could say you can't wear a green shirt too, but it doesn't change anything. It doesn't mean it's a law. I don't care what it says.
And collecting signatures or petitions are prohibited on postal service property.
Just because they print that doesn't mean anything. The Constitution says it's not. That's just a piece of paper. The Constitution, the Supreme Court has ruled several times, guys. Come on, you know this.
Okay. So I did talk to the attorney.
I'm not
for the
leaving.
US Post Office. Okay. So I'm going to talk to him real quick too.
So this is protecting unborn children from abortion.
Yes, I know.
What's your name and badge number?
Deputy Chief Gill.
Okay.
Badge number T035.
Thanks.
You don't need to say anything. I already know what I'm doing.
Did Olivia let you know what is going on?
I already know what I'm doing. Thank you.
You guys have a good day.
Thank you for your time. Yep, God bless you too.
I'm not stepping a foot out of here unless I've committed a crime, which I'm not going to do.
So I'll let you know here in a second.
Okay, you got the pro left. You got time on your way out. Sir, you got time on your way out. We got the pro left position.
It's pretty scary that the chief himself is so uneducated on law. He's going to cost his own city a ton of money. And look foolish on YouTube.
They said it's private property.
Well, they're idiots. Not the cop, but that lady's an idiot.
That's all we need to hear. They don't even know that it's a public property.
You guys can't even arrest YouTubers that go in there and video everybody, and they get told to leave too. You guys can't arrest them either. So What makes you think that this is any worse?
This line changes everything. You guys came here last week. That tells us this isn't an isolated misunderstanding, it's a recurring conflict. And when repeated enforcement attempts happen without a clear legal resolution, it signals systemic confusion or internal disagreement about policy enforcement. Notice also how prior officers allegedly allowed them to stay under certain conditions. That inconsistency weakens enforcement credibility. When the rules appear to shift depending on who's on duty, citizens perceive it as arbitrary authority. And in constitutional law, arbitrary enforcement is a serious problem. Consistency is critical. If one officer says it's lawful and another says it's trespassing, that contradiction alone creates legal vulnerability.